What's up, everybody?
Hello.
I don't know if we got the new theme song in or not, but
I doubt it.
If you're watching the live stream, you heard it anyway before the stream started.
Cool.
So that's on there. Episode 50, dude.
Episode 50.
That's kind of wild that we got there.
It's pretty wild. We always set out to we started this going, oh, well, we live near each other. We're close friends anyways.
Yeah, it was like
we
right
both
before
already
Mania.
watch wrestling.
Yeah.
It was before Mania 40,
Would
right?
have been before 40.
Would have been 40, yeah.
During that build up with The Rock and all that
Which was
shit.
such a good time to start the show.
Yeah.
And we just got lucky because we started covering stuff because we would have covered it if it was all shit everywhere because we just like wrestling and it's fun.
Right.
And if it was shitty product, then we probably would be sitting here playing No Mercy every week or something, but we'd still be doing this. But the way it's panned out has been really cool, man. It's been really special.
Yeah. We're trying to adjust things visually.
Yeah.
We're adding things all the time, basically.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Trying to make the experience better.
Yep. Trying to make the experience
whether
better.
people watch it or not, you know what I mean?
Hey, some people watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just cool, man.
Dude,
it's cool to be at 50. It happened fast.
Yeah, and I what I like about doing this kind of thing is it forces you to watch wrestling with the critical eye too.
You watch it differently.
Yeah. And I was thinking about this with music too, because people were there's people that like listen to music for their entire life, but they never play an instrument.
Yeah.
Right.
And they still learn stuff about music just by the nature of listening to it all the time. Yeah.
But I think as a musician, naturally, you're listening to it differently.
For sure.
And
without a doubt.
Yeah. And you're kind of like this analyst version of.
And let me tell you, the further that goes, your way you listen to music changes. Like, I can't remember what it was like to listen to music when I was a little kid.
Exactly. Right.
And I didn't know any music theory or play any instruments.
Yeah.
But then I learned drums, and it changed how I listened to instruments.
Yeah, because you're thinking about what they're doing. And I think when you talk about something like this all the time, it gives you that dimension of like,
Absolutely.
oh, I know what's going on.
Yeah.
But,
and
it's not like we're experts as far as wrestling.
We've just watched it so much and studied things about wrestling from guys that are wrestlers in this space. You know, people that, like, we're really lucky we live in the era we live in because we're able to not be wrestlers ourselves, but still have a valuable perspective to contribute to the whole overall community of wrestling as just the perspective of fans who have seen a ton. You know what I mean? That's it. Like, I would never try to say that I know more about what it takes to wrestle from the perspective of a wrestler. That's so stupid.
Sure.
I would never even say I know what it takes to be a wrestler because I never wrestled.
It's interesting too.
I just know it's hard.
A lot of wrestling podcasts are just, and like they're interviewing actual wrestlers, which is great. And a lot of times you want that, but sometimes you want a fan perspective too.
Yeah. Well, the fan perspective does matter. That's the misconception. Or, well, I guess it's not, but sometimes it is within WWE specifically.
Sure.
Because it's like, they'll just say, I wish people would just fuck off and watch the show. And it's like, yeah, but you don't get to do what you're doing without fans' approval, though.
Who's the show for?
Who's the show for? Is it for you to just jerk your own dick? Or is it for the fucking fans you're telling to just shut up?
Right.
You know? And that's where I'm like, come on. But the whole point is just, it definitely makes you watch a lot of stuff differently when you realize you're going to have to talk about it. It ties into music again because, like, I've been playing an instrument literally my entire life. I don't have memories where I wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I was probably 15 or 14 or something when I actually started
really
playing
guitar. Brother, I was 6 when I got my first drum set.
But
my only point I'm getting at with all that, because that don't matter how long anybody's playing. The point is just you'll spend time playing, right? And you'll have an internal dialogue with yourself going on as you're learning it and you're analyzing it, right?
Right.
But so much is going to happen intuitively that then you go to teach someone else how to do it, and you have to learn how to communicate.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that is,
yeah, a lot of it's terminology and things like that too. And
yep. But to me, that's the difference. That's what's happening here. Is I've watched wrestling for a long, long time. Yeah, literally as long as I've been playing music, I've been watching wrestling often. Right?
Yeah, I think it would be interesting to try to wrestle. You know,
I'd love to.
And because like
I'd get injured immediate.
Yeah,
there's
I remember,
no doubt about it. It's not like I'm athletic.
I watched a lot of the UFC in like 08, 09, that kind of era.
Sure.
And I learned a lot of jiu-jitsu from watching it. And then I went to a jiu-jitsu gym, and like a couple of these guys were like, how long have you been doing this? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't know, like right now.
Yeah, you're like,
you know, like I just
never
started,
but I've been watching for years.
Yeah, so I knew a lot of techniques.
You have a leg up as far as like knowing what anything is. You just hadn't felt what it feels like to do that stuff with your body.
Right. Well, I had practiced like with, my cousin or whatever.
Oh, sure. Whatever.
Around, but
yeah. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's the same
It's
thing.
different when you get in with someone who knows what they're doing, though.
Yeah.
You know, like the weight is totally different. Like they are putting pressure on you.
Oh, yeah.
But you can still figure out how to pull off a triangle choke or something, you know?
Yep. If you know what one is and what common setups are for and shit. Yep.
So it would be interesting to try it, but man, I don't know. Maybe
now,
too late.
Probably too late, brother. We're both not in our primes physically, bro.
I don't think my knees would like that.
No, my knees for sure won't like it.
With all that being said, if it's your first time here, welcome. We do this live every 2 weeks, and we, just chat about what has happened over that amount of time. And sometimes that's tough.
Yeah.
Because it's a long time gap.
Yes. Especially like this one where it was like
when a bunch of things happen and you have, major events that happen throughout the course of the couple weeks.
Yes. But but then it's another thing. Like all fairness, like I wasn't here for the last episode.
Yeah.
Now I had a valid reason why. My band was doing stuff that's like wicked crazy and I had to do that.
Yeah.
But
I basically just ranted about Raw.
But you saved my ass on that one. But the point is, that means I haven't been able to be here to talk about this stuff for a month.
Well, yeah, that's true. Right.
And so it's like, what do I come here with notes to talk about?
That's the thing is the 2 weeks adds up fast.
It does. So we just try to do our best to cover, whatever's going on closest to when we're going to start shooting.
Right.
Because what else can you do? You got to stay current, Plus, so that's what we're here is to talk about current stuff.
Yeah. So if you are new here, the show's on Spotify, it's on YouTube, it's on all those places. We stream it live on Twitch and YouTube. My name is Seth. This is my buddy Dave.
That's right. Yeah. How do we do this? We go, yeah, something like that. You got to go.
If you would like to support us, please head over to w.gg and use the promo code ClearShots. That'll get you 10% off your whole order. It's good stuff.
We have so many cans of this shit all
everywhere, dude. It's like on the floor
actually
under me.
Use it and love it. Yeah. It is actually on the floor under
It's
you.
crazy. It's everywhere.
Yeah. That's funny.
But yeah, it gets you 10% off your whole order, and it is good. It's good stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And that helps us out. And any other way you can help us out, please do. Likes, subscribes, all that stuff.
All that stuff works. Yep. Comments. If you see our shorts pop up on Instagram or TikTok or any of that stuff,
if you're watching live, chat with us.
Yeah. Come on in,
So let's start with Elimination Chamber.
We're gonna get to it. Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go over it.
It started with the Women's Chamber.
There's 4 matches, right? Women's Chamber, which I thought was the better of the two, personally.
I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
We'll talk about how overall I thought about it, but
sure.
Rhea won the Women's Chamber match.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people weren't really excited about that.
Some people were weird about it, and I was like, I don't get the hate. It's Rhea.
Yeah.
Like she's not shitty.
Yeah, that's the thing is.
She's one of the best and she's in her prime and she's still going at the top level.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you be like, don't give her that shot? Like, and on top of that, because look at the newer talent. They used the match to get elevated.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, you have her win,
yes.
but they still made multiple newer talents like elevate in that match.
That's the key there for sure.
Yeah, for sure. They did the same with the men's as well. You know? Because who won the men's? Randy did, right?
Orton did, yeah.
Orton, which I love. Because
that was a cool move.
I thought it was cool. Yeah, unexpected. But on top of that, it was the same deal. They got to showcase a couple young guys that are on the massive upswing, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's cool.
Yeah, I thought the match was good. I actually thought both chamber matches were pretty good. I didn't have like a major problems with any of them. Honestly, there wasn't like
any match on the card
nitpicky type of shit with the chamber matches.
Oh, with both chamber matches, I didn't have any major nitpicks or anything. Yeah. I didn't think they were the best chamber matches that have ever happened or anything. No. They were just solid. They were, as a lot of guys will say, they were good pieces of business. Like they did everything they needed to do. They accomplished all the setups they were looking for.
Yeah,
they built feuds out of it and shit. Like it was all good.
I'll say they put the right guys in the matches though.
Me too. Yeah, I think so. Guy and girl. Yeah.
I think Logan being in that was a smart move. And
me too. And he was sick.
Yeah.
He was good in it.
I saw backstage or like extra footage of him like drawing on the chamber window there.
Dude, he's always so good with that shit. He's always so good with the extras.
Stick figure Kevin Owens. That's pretty funny, dude.
So what were the other two matches though? There was a women's match, right?
Becky and AJ.
Becky and AJ, yeah. And I felt like AJ my only two real things to say about that was, again, decent match. I had no problem with how it went.
Yeah.
But it started with AJ clearly being like a little rusty. You could tell she definitely is in good shape, definitely still trained. It's not like she's shitty.
Yeah.
But it was like, you could tell maybe there was nerves or something because it's her first singles match in so many years. But she caught up quick, and then the end half of the match was way smoother, in my opinion.
Yeah, something just wasn't there. I think that whole feud was a miss for me, honestly.
Yeah, I guess so.
It felt weird. It didn't really carry a lot of weight, and it felt like the characters were going a little overboard with who they were. We talked about Becky.
We talked about it, yeah.
You know,
and I love Becky, but I like the work that they're doing on social media more than the work they do on the mic live.
Yeah.
You know, and not that either of them are bad on the mic. They're okay, but on social media, everybody's been just crushing it. There's been so much funny shit on social media.
I think the whole feud felt pedestrian to me for some reason. There wasn't anything that really made it feel like it mattered that much, you know?
Sure, I agree. And it was quick. It was like they started feuding, and then instantly she goes over and gets the belt. And it's like, okay.
That's what was supposed to make it matter, was the belt. But it felt like it was more about them than the belt.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right about that. I feel like the biggest, most important thing of the whole night, though, was that's Elimination Chamber was AJ, right? AJ and Gunther? Was the third match? Or was that the pay-per-view prior? No, it was the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble was that. Yeah, so then what was the fourth match? I'm bugging. Or third match?
CM Punk.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was Punk and Finn.
Yep.
Punk and Finn. I'm bugging.
His entrance was cool with the Chicago Bulls, the I'm this guy.
First off, that's the best entrance ever, just because my favorite entrance anybody's ever had is specifically the Jordan Bulls in like 1996, 97, coming out to fucking
Alan
Parsons. Yeah. Dude, that shit is so good. And that just like the way that they're in that arena and the lights come out as you start hearing whenever the song started, I was like, they're really doing this.
Yeah.
And having him like just coming out of his locker room to it and like getting ready, I thought that was so sick, dude.
Yeah,
such a cool, and it's just a cool tribute to Chicago, you know?
Yeah, dude, I still get chills hearing that song.
Oh, yeah. For us as kids that grew up as children, seeing Jordan in that era, it was like he was a god. Like you saw that shit and you're like, he's different.
Yeah.
That team is different than every other team in the league because they're coming out to that setup.
Yeah.
Like that's different.
I was like 8 years old and I was still this guy just what
yeah. But yeah, so that was my favorite part from the whole pay-per-view. I'm glad you brought it up. It was literally just him doing the Chicago Bulls 90s entrance. Mm-hmm. I was like, no way.
Yeah, the match wasn't bad.
Match was fine. I love Finn, and we'll get to that. Mm-hmm. And then the best thing that happened, in my opinion, other than that, was Danhausen debut. Because it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
People are going to look back on this and it's going to blow them away because everybody is baked in to hate anything to do with the box just because of
I said that on the last show.
Yep.
I was like, they have had a bad track record with boxes,
bro. Yeah, boxes are terrible.
Yeah.
And they found the exact one guy on earth other than R-Truth who can come out of a box and he's going to get over.
Yeah.
There is no way around it. And sure enough, he comes out of the box. He does the most Danhausen entrance you've ever seen, dude. Comes out of a box and does his shit and a little poof of gag pyro that's trash in front of him, and then he just disappears, and you're like, "Okay." And when I saw that, I was so hyped, and I'm going, finally, and like the crowd was booing, like, and I'm like, it's okay because he's gonna be on Raw the next day. He's going to say one line and they're going to just hear what his voice sounds like. And they're going to go, best comedy act in wrestling now. Yeah. It took a promo and he's already over.
It happened too.
He did that one promo, instant over. He immediately was on SmackDown and did another segment with Miz. And now his merch is like top 5 in the store.
Yeah, it was instant.
Yep. Just 0 to top 5 merch sales.
It's the reality is it's a case of people didn't know who he was. And
that's it.
And I think there's also Jericho hype still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But people are going to it's going to take a year for people to really understand the full spectrum of just how hilarious and just what Danhausen really is and what he does. And once they really understand that, they're going to look back on him being the guy that came out of a box as the most Danhausen shit ever. Yeah, you know what I mean? They're going to be like, of course he came out of a fucking box.
It really is a unique character in a lot of ways. And
so good, dude.
Yeah, I think as soon as he gave his Danhausens, I think that was when everybody was
over.
Like,
you're already made, man. Okay. Yeah, that's all it took.
You have a list of Danhausens.
And he's been crushing ever since. He's been all over social media. He's been commenting on people's posts and shit. This guy gets it. He understands everything about the business in a way that like almost no one else does because everybody else is caught up on trying to have these 5-star matches. And he's going, I don't know if I'll ever have to wrestle. And I'm going to sell more merch than everybody.
He almost doesn't have to, right?
He doesn't. He can just point at people and say they're cursed and say a bunch of funny shit backstage and he'll have a job for eternity.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And they can do a lot of things.
They'll never fire him. He will be with WWE for the rest of his life. They'll never let him go because the merchandising capability of that guy is 1 in a billion.
Yeah. His merch is pretty cool too.
His merch is cool. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I guess I could.
And it's only going to get better because he's a full-blown comedy god. So,
yeah, and like he's so 70%. Oh shit!
Glass shattering savings. Take a guess if the OG Austin 316 shirt's on here for sale right now. Hey, look at that! 316 day coming up. Look at that one of him with his. Look at the bottom right.
That's right. It is.
The fuck fear one's cool, but the bottom right's just him pissed with his finger.
That is so good, dude.
That's such a random shirt.
What are the cheap ones? Because that's the only thing I'm willing to pay.
The coolest hat in the shop right now too. The old Nitro hat.
See, this is all. $8.99 is a steal. Is that what?
Yeah, that's a $25 hat for $9. Look at that cool Undertaker shirt. Old school Undertaker.
I thought they were gonna give me Austin shit, but that's
there's some
kind of cool.
but,
Wait, that's not. I mean, dude, that's a good price. But they're gonna hit you with like they're gonna hit you with like $28 shipping.
That looks
stupid
like
MFT shit. It's like MJF. Dude.
Yeah, that's so lame.
Yeah, the in your house hat is actually
okay.
sad.
That's the best hat. My bad. That's the best hat in the shop.
Yeah. I was actually.
Is that a Larry bracelet? Oh, it's Connor's Cure. Oh, that's cool. That's also cool.
They should also have the Larry bracelet though.
Yeah. Look at that old school Ultimate Warrior hat. No
it's
way.
Crazy, dude. Yeah. Oh, well,
Hollywood rules, bro. Look at that. Scroll down to that.
I thought they were going to show me.
Keep going. Right there. Look at that. That's so stupid. Detroit 316? Why?
Yeah, like what is going on?
These are just shirts they've been sitting on forever. Yeah. That's the most trash shirt design possible.
I just wanted to see Danhausen.
Oh, they have them.
I figured it would be right here, but
just type in Dan. That's dude.
Top sellers.
Yep. Cursed. That's the shit. That's all you needed.
Yeah,
that's literally all he needed was that one shirt. And it came out and
$34, dude. $34 is crazy.
And they're and a big league pillow wrestler, and it's just hand over fist all day and night, $24.
Oh man, if it wasn't $60, I'd put one right here.
Oh yeah, we'll have to throw in on it.
$60 is crazy, dude.
But it's not. But it's only 30 when we both pay 30.
There you go.
Got to have that Danhausen fucking big league guy.
It's actually not a bad idea.
That's wicked hilarious. Yeah, dude. I love Danhausen. I already did. I thought this dude was hilarious, and I'm so glad he's
good for him, dude. Yeah, seriously.
So good for him. So happy for him. I hope he makes millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
He's guaranteed. He probably already has. I wouldn't be surprised if he already made $1 million because he's been in the company for 2 weeks and his merch is just whatever he has. It's just nonstop, constant selling.
Yeah, dude. It's fun watching like some of his old clips come up on YouTube and stuff like that. And on even like on Facebook, I'm seeing him. It's like everywhere.
That's cool. Yeah. He's everywhere, man.
But that could be my algo pushing.
Could be.
Dude, it's like all I ever see now is wrestling. Like I can't even keep up with like NFL free agency anymore. It's just
dude, I don't see wrestling. I see butt naked. You're not seeing the nudity, but you can tell they're naked, soaking wet, meth head guys just shaking and staring at the camera and shit. And then a guy with no arms, and then another soaking wet meth head guy. And I'm like, why? I never searched for it one time. My algorithm is destroyed. And you know whose fault it is? It's fucking Wes's fault.
Yeah, he does.
Wes sends me the most shot shit. And then my feed is ruined. And I love it. Like, thank you, Wes. Don't stop.
He does that, and then I go through my Instagram, and it's just like he's got like 70 messages sent to me, and I'm like,
they're all
there's no way I can watch all
guys, deformed guys, weird singing guys. You know what I mean? Like I love it.
I get a lot of incidents too, like people breaking bones and fights and shit.
Of
like
course. Yeah. But wrestling is plenty of my feed.
Just so much wrestling
and good.
Yeah, I mean,
not complaining.
That's fine. Sometimes the problem is it spoils some shit for me.
That is a problem. That is a problem. Is watching WWE and you're like, oh, I have to watch it tomorrow. Don't spoil it for me. You know, I usually do too. And then I go, hope I don't get it spoiled. And I happen to turn on social media while it's happening, and they go, we spoiled everything live. Oh, thanks, guys.
But
cool.
It's good though, for one thing, because we'll talk about it later. But because I didn't get to watch Dynamite last night, and I did get to watch a match because it came up on my feed, and it was incredible, dude.
What was it?
It was Speedball and Kyle Fletcher, dude. It's one of the best matches I've seen in like a long time, dude.
Yeah, Speedball is incredible. It was like, and obviously Kyle Fletcher's incredible.
The pacing was great, and it was creative. Like the reversals were creative, the spots were creative. Like it's things you just don't see it every day. And Kyle Fletcher, dude, he's just on fire right now.
Yeah,
as like a TV performer, he's just phenomenal.
He's unbelievable. He's one of the best guys in AEW.
But Speedball is mega underrated. That guy. Like,
I would agree with that.
He never got quite what he deserved.
I knew he was good just by reputation.
He's
first,
always
right?
been good. Yeah.
Then we started watching stuff on TNA sometimes when he was in TNA before the WWE thing. And he blew our minds. Wicked bad. And then right after that, he ended up in AEW. And now, dude, people are gonna learn. And with matches like he just had with Kyle Fletcher, they're learning
it's
already.
A match you have to watch.
Yeah.
It was from last
You
night's
have to
Dynamite.
watch it. There's always one match on a Dynamite. Like every time, that's the difference.
Yeah.
WWE has wrestlers that are characters that you like to follow. You get attached to the characters, right? Almost like watching a TV show.
Yeah.
Even if the matches aren't 5-star,
it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be, but the stories will be very thick and you're following characters, right? AEW, there will be characters you follow as well. But aside from characters you follow, there's always like one match every show that you just gotta see because of just the match that took place in the ring.
Yeah. I agree. You know? And the week before that.
And that sometimes happens in WWE, but it like always happens in AEW.
It's every week. Yeah.
It's every fucking week.
The week before that, they opened the show with a world title match. And so this one was interesting because you know that you got MJF and Hangman coming up. So you have MJF defend the title in the first match of the show. Against Kevin Knight. And it's interesting because as a fan, you're like, okay, well, they're definitely going to let, Kevin Knight's going to lose.
Yeah, sure.
But what's really interesting about it is you can just say, no, he's not,
Yeah.
You could throw a wrench in this if you really wanted to.
Yep.
And even though you have all these graphics built up for the pay-per-view you're hyping up,
who cares?
You can still change it.
That's the tools to convince everybody you're not going to do it.
Yes. But now the thing that I was thinking about it is it doesn't work as well with AEW. I think that works better with WWE, where you can make a giant like OMG moment and have it go out to social media, and now everybody's going, oh my God,
agree.
what?
I agree.
Like that effect is not gonna happen.
They just proved that.
AEW.
They literally just proved it.
Yeah.
By having Cody Rhodes beat Drew McIntyre and get the title back.
Right.
And it pissed people off.
Yeah.
It pissed a ton of people off.
Yes.
But it still did that. It still was this, what? They're seriously having Drew lose it right now on a Raw out of nowhere, this close to Mania? What are they doing?
Social media reactions, comments, all that stuff. Engagement.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
And that's the strategy.
And I understand why people are pissed because they want to see Drew get his flowers for that.
Sure.
But it's not like it's going to be shitty seeing Cody and Randy. There's no way.
No, of course.
So, but anyways.
But it also gives Cody another title. It's this many time champion.
I think he's going to legit lose to Randy. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I think he might turn heel on Randy.
That would be nice, dude. He's been this white meat baby face the whole time.
I know, dude. I know. And it's coming. I don't think he's going to do what Cena did and just never turn. You know what I mean? I think he'll turn.
Yeah. Well, he's
too good as a heel not to.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, that's the thing, though. Cena was never a heel. It was not really the thing.
Even when he tried to be a heel, he couldn't. Even when he tried to be a heel, he couldn't be, because his attempt to be a heel was him doing the like thugonomics thing, and it was arguably the most over he ever was in his whole career.
Yeah.
Because he went, I'm gonna talk shit to all these guys and do heel shit, and people went, nope, you're the coolest guy in the company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting that you could do that. Like, have this title match, and yes, like we're definitely hyping up this match at a pay-per-view. But what if we just did this?
Yep.
Yeah.
But it only works if you make it believable. That like no, that's not true. No, I take that back. I was going to say it only works if you make it believable that the guy could lose. But the whole point is to make it believable that the guy can't lose. Then in the match, you tease that he might actually lose, and you turn the crowd and make them believe that, oh, wait a minute, they're really going to do this.
I think what makes...
Then you go back and you have MJF win.
Well, what makes matches that are title matches on a weekly show, so like there's so much gravity to it, is that there's a possibility that they can lose.
Yep.
All the time. There's always a possibility that they can lose.
Always a possibility, yeah.
That's what I just think it's a really smart thing to throw in there. Not only the fact that there's already their world title match on their weekly show, which doesn't happen as much in WWE.
True.
But the fact that you could also just throw that crazy wrench in that situation.
Yep.
But most people want to see MJF and Hangman.
Yeah, they want to see that, so they're like, please don't fuck that up.
Yeah, and I see a lot of people say like AEW doesn't have the star power, and it's like, what are you talking about, dude? You have like Swerve Strickland, you have Kyle Fletcher, you
Hangman, Kenny Omega, MJF,
Samoa Joe, like all these guys.
God, yeah, I forgot he was there.
Dude,
Samoa Joe for sure is a huge name. Then that's not even including guys like Edge and Moxley and shit.
Yeah, you can't
cope, but you know what I mean, Christian.
Yeah, you can't make that argument. Sorry,
no,
I don't buy that one.
No, and they're doing the best thing they could do, which is build their own homegrown stars out of guys like Hangman and Darby Allin and shit. You know, MJF. All these dudes are talking about Swerve. They're homegrown guys there.
Swerve has been fantastic.
Oh my God, he's one of the best guys in the company.
His character arc's just been.
He's one of the best in the whole company. I think he's one of the best in the world.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's weird, but I legit think he's underutilized. And that's so stupid to say, but he's good enough to be the guy in AEW.
Yeah, as much as I like Hangman, like
I
can skip over a segment if I have to, you know what I mean?
But and Hangman feels like he's supposed to be the guy.
Yes.
With MJF supposed to be like the guy. Foil. Yeah. But Swerve and Hangman are really your two guys.
Yeah.
You know?
With Swerve, MJF, and Fletcher.
Oh, and Will Ospreay's there.
And Will Ospreay, yeah.
Well, he's been out on injury, right?
He's out right now.
That sucks. I hope he makes full recovery, dude.
Some of those guys I just can't not pay attention to when they're on.
How do you not? Yeah.
So I think there is star power over there. I think it's a stupid argument when people make it.
I don't think it's even an argument. People will say it, but it holds no water.
Well,
it has no weight.
And I talked about that also a couple of weeks ago. It's this tribalism where...
Yeah, the tribalism is just dead. It has to die. There's people clinging on to it, but it doesn't exist anymore because both companies are good.
And the reality is you can not like the show.
Don't watch WWE. That's okay. You don't have to like it, but it doesn't make it objectively bad.
You can't.
It means you prefer one over the other, and that's fine. I prefer both. Genuinely, like I don't have a preference. I just like good wrestling of a bunch of different types,
and they're made to be different.
Whether it's good stories, good matches, good comedic segments.
Sure,
you know what I mean. I don't care as long as it's entertaining.
But they're meant to be different shows. They're different.
Demographics. And I think WWE has been kind of doing their own formula for a while. You know what I mean? And they've fucked with the formula a lot the past couple of years, honestly. But it's definitely felt formulaic as of late. Like we've talked about that.
Sure.
Whereas AEW has also been trying to get their formula dialed in, and their formula's been missing at one point. And ever since like All in Texas, where Hangman won the belt off Mox, they've been in the best era of the company, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
Like they have it dialed in now, and they just need to be running how they are for years to come, and they'll be around forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fantastic.
And their women's division's crazy in AEW, I've been watching too.
Oh, dude, it's great. Yeah.
It's so good.
The thing is, their roster's huge because they can pull from all these other companies.
Yeah.
And, you know, they
have good talent. I would say that's something WWE has right now that is almost a problem for them, is how good the talent roster is.
Sure.
You know?
Well, there's a reason these guys are going to WWE too. Like there's a reason they want these guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So on Raw, this week, Rollins and the Masked Man thing has been kind of weird.
A little bit.
And then I think the segment they did on Raw this week was pretty cool. I think it was interesting the way they kind of like did this weird, confusing whatever they were doing, tornado of people.
Oh, yeah.
To try and like get him to. It's almost like this disappearing.
It seems like Rollins almost pulling a page out of Sting's old book in WCW.
Yeah, it's
using the mind games of different masked guys and stuff.
Yeah. I think that was executed pretty well. It was kind of a little awkward, like
a little awkward, but
I mean,
it paid off okay though. Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's like, how can you really choreograph that? They're like, oh wait, they're like bumping into each other and shit, and it's like, okay.
That was a little awkward for sure, for sure.
But yeah, I think that like ultimately the whole thing it was a little weird until you kind of now understand where it was going. Mm-hmm. It dragged on for a little too long, I think, maybe.
I would agree with that, but a lot.
Yeah, and it's weird. Dude, I'm surprised nobody like went... What's up, everybody?
Hello.
We're back again. We're doing it once more.
Yeah, we are. Probably gonna keep doing that.
Yep. All right.
So, what do you want to talk about?
Hey,
whatever.
That's like a catchphrase.
I know, right?
If you've never been here before, welcome to the show. We are live on YouTube and Twitch. Yep. So pop into the chat and say hi. My name's Seth. This is my buddy Dave. And we talk about wrestling, dude. That's what we do.
A lot of times we talk about current events. Sometimes we don't.
That's right.
It's kind of whatever we feel like.
Sometimes I like it when we don't talk about current events.
Some of those are the best episodes, I feel like. Yeah. I'd love to get to a place where we can get farther away from current events and more into just like covering legacy content, just because I think it's like evergreen content. You know what I mean? Someone can find that video a year later and it'll still be relevant. You're talking about an event from 20 years ago or whatever.
I like that.
Not that I don't like covering current stuff. We follow it anyways. So.
Yeah. Well, so like the way our clips come out, it's like over 2 weeks. So like if you do have something that's time sensitive,
it's tricky.
Yeah.
It's tricky timing that. And of course we'd like to do it more, but it's all good.
Yeah. It's a lot. We got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
We have jobs, dude.
Few jobs, other passion projects we do and shit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. If you want to support us, you can go over to w.gg.
Oh, yeah.
And use that promo code on your screen, and that helps us out. You get 10% off your entire order.
It's good stuff, too. We're literally surrounded by it right now. We talk about it every episode.
There's a link in the description, too. That'll bring you right to it. Yeah, it's actually fantastic.
It's actually good. Yeah, it is.
So yeah, there was actually like a decent amount of shit, but I didn't take a lot of notes, so I'm gonna try and go off that top of my head for a lot of it.
Sure.
I did watch bits and pieces of Revolution.
Oh, Revolution was sick.
Which obviously it's AEW, so they're.
When's the last time they had a pay-per-view that wasn't incredible?
Yeah, they're always.
When's the last time? I can't think of one.
But the MJF and Hangman thing was cool.
Oh man,
it was a brutal match.
Brutal match. It was wicked cool seeing MJF pay tribute to Terry Funk. That was sick. Yep.
Yeah, it was interesting too.
The
that
ending shot was so nasty.
Yeah.
Not to skip the whole damn match, but it was the first thing that popped in my head. Like, just first quick thing, the ending shot of the camera being to the left, facing Hangman's right as he's hanging over the ropes, and you can see like the stretched out fucking like that's hanging him from the chain, MJF in the Funk pants. It was sick, man.
Yeah, I think that sometimes I like the way that they do some of these hardcore matches. I think they're a little bit crazy sometimes.
Yep. Some of it, I'm like, I don't like. It's funny, the needle spot, right? Of course.
Yeah,
right?
that was wild.
But there's so many reasons why I don't like it, and I don't hate it, but it's not that I don't like it because it's a needle spot and I think it's too extreme. If anything, I think it's just dumb logically.
Yeah, it just didn't really
like. So now all this crazy action. Now you got like 2 minutes to fuck around with a needle, put it through his cheek. So it's not even affecting anything.
Yeah.
Then spray stuff and then pull it back. Like, it's so clearly a cheap pop.
Yeah.
To just be a visual. And like, that's cool. I'm not shitting on the cheap pop. More so just it definitely hurts the suspension of disbelief of the rest of a really solid, brutal hardcore match, which they had.
You're kind of like, what's the logic in it? Yeah. Because the spraying shit was like, it's just weird.
It was just a cheap pop for the camera. You know what I mean? And for the crowd to be like, which is like, they do that. You know what I mean? It's fan service. There's nothing wrong with it. We get what it is.
Fresh needle, dude,
we get what it is. Yeah, that's what scares me more. Is just sketchy. Like,
handling
hope that needle's legit. Yeah. Hope it wasn't like, this is the same needle we used yesterday when we tested.
It's not like he fucking like put rubber gloves on. Or some shit.
No way, man. No way.
Hold on, guys.
To be fair, through the cheek, it's probably like he would barely feel it.
Yeah, that's
barely. And with the adrenaline from the match, there's no way
he probably didn't feel it at all.
He's like, that was the easiest spot we did the whole match. Absolutely guaranteed.
Yeah.
And got the most short-term wow factor, but it gets talked about a lot because people are like, this is wrestling. It's like, brother,
that's actually what's good about it though. Is like, it gets people, it gets the engagement, even if it's negative engagement.
Is another AEW thing we can talk about, but I won't sidetrack from Revolution yet, because there's other stuff that happened in Revolution that's worth mentioning.
I also think like the Hangman, like the stipulation thing was that he can't challenge for the title or something again, which is crazy. Interesting.
I don't know about that,
but I don't know how that works. I don't remember if it's like if he can't
challenge MJF for it.
I think it's just MJF.
Well, because dude, he's already had matches with him for it, so it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
but yeah, bring up the card. The AEW cards have been so good that it's making me feel guilty that we haven't been doing post-show coverage just because so much has been happening at AEW pay-per-views.
Yeah, it was interesting too. Like before this, they had what's her face show up, fucking Ronda Rousey.
Yes.
And then you're
that's
like,
what I was going to say.
What is this all about? And then I guess she's not even like with the company. It was just like a thing that she did. I don't know if it was to drum up stuff for her MMA fight. Or
I think
Gina Carano, that whole thing.
That's probably publicity, but she might work with AEW. There's no reason she can't. But she's not under contract with WWE.
Yeah, I read somewhere she's not signed yet, but I guess she doesn't have to be signed.
Yeah,
technically.
She really doesn't have to be.
I think she's friends with Marina Shafir, though, right?
I think that's correct. Yeah, I think Marina Shafir might be one of the OG 4 horsewomen of MMA, like Ronda and Shayna Baszler were.
Yeah, she was.
I think so, but
in that
I'm not super familiar with that somehow, even though I've followed MMA wicked hard for decades. As of you,
I would like to look her like her MMA record up or something, because I know she's fought before.
He's Moldovan? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Where the hell? Mixed martial arts record. Pull that up. She's got, well, she only had 3 fights professionally.
Okay, and then she fought 5 times amateur. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, she won all her fights as an amateur, and then she
and then,
won a fight
and 2 losses,
and then she got beat twice, and she's like, "I'm done with this."
Yeah, by KO and TKO. Yeah,
yeah. She said, "That's enough. I'll go do pro wrestling instead."
Yeah, dude, she's good at pro wrestling though. She's good.
Yeah, it's a different character. It's an interesting character too.
It is
the way they're approaching her.
It seems like a different version of what they tried to do with Shayna when she was in NXT, like making her this vicious badass who's
it's like a
from
hybrid
a shooter background.
Yeah, hybrid, MMA type style.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind that.
Dude, I love Shayna Baszler. I wish she was still around, but I heard she was like, or I guess I heard, we could look it up. I'm pretty sure she's like either 40 or almost 40, and is like working with the company, but behind the scenes.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
But I'd have to look it up. I could have sworn I saw her talking about it in an interview or something.
I never thought about
she's
that.
great, man.
I don't know how,
I
didn't realize that she was that old.
I like her streaming too. Like when you see her on stream gaming and stuff, it's impossible to hate her. Like she's obviously so chill and like she just plays everything. She's been on Up Down Down a ton, and plays the wrestling games with them and shit and all kinds of stuff. But
I've never seen any of that.
Yeah, you should check her out. It completely changes your perception of who she is.
Well,
because the characters have always been these like brooding, like intense MMA fighter gimmicks, but in reality, she's super chill and just nerdy and like.
Well, also you can't get like a good gauge of her character because she really didn't have much of character,
and they didn't give her too much opportunity on the mic.
It's not like they gave her the microphone.
I think her best stuff was the last feud she had with Ronda was some of the best like promo work of her whole career. I thought that she finally felt like she found her groove.
Yeah, that was
because
cool.
She got to just be herself.
Yeah, exactly. It was smart to do that.
Yeah, but obviously, like her NXT run before she came to the main roster was what made her huge. Because she was like a dominant champion and shit. But anyways, back to Revolution. Where is it? The tag match. Where is it?
The trios match?
The FTR versus Young Bucks match was unbelievable, dude.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a great
And then
match.
Edge and Christian came back and faced off with FTR because FTR took out Beth and Edge, right? Mm-hmm. And so now Edge and Christian are a tag team again and are going to be facing off for the world title against FTR and the Young Bucks. Like, this is... I can't believe we're getting to see this right now. What?
It needed to happen. Dude.
This is some of the coolest shit going on in AEW right now is Edge and Christian back together, getting to have a real intense title feud run with those two teams that they've never gotten to do that with.
Yep.
2 of the best tag teams ever.
Yeah, I think actually that's going to be sick, dude.
That's going to be unbelievable. Whatever they do with that.
Next? Yeah, I wonder what their next
I think it's going to be Edge and Christian versus FTR for the titles first. And then they're going to probably defend them against the Bucks.
Yeah.
That's what I think, but I mean, who knows? You know what I mean? I can't wait to see it. I think that's going to be so incredible.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about that. Had to bring that up.
So Tekla beat Chris Statlander.
Yeah, defended the title against her.
I don't know how I feel
what
about
is that?
Tekla,
because
honestly.
Statlander is who beat Tony to get it, right?
Yeah.
Finally ended Tony's reign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know how I feel about Tekla, to me.
I feel like they pulled the trigger really fast on Tekla, and I don't, but maybe it's just because I don't get to sit and watch full shows of all this stuff, every show, every fucking week. So it feels like, but
I watch Dynamite like pretty much every week. So like I don't really, I still don't understand it.
To me, I'd have to look at the timeline, but I just feel like Statlander's run barely happened.
Right.
And they instantly were like, no, pass the torch to Thekla.
It wasn't even...
She just got started.
Yeah, it's just that they didn't really do anything with it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they like lost confidence in her or what, but like...
That's what it feels like as a viewer. That's what I'm saying. I get the hint that they did, but why? She's wicked good. I don't get it. Moxley and Takeshita was also wicked fucking good.
Yes, yeah.
Wicked good.
So Mox has just been fucking great.
There's dude. All we did was beg him to not do the Death Rider shit he was doing before.
Yeah.
The shit they've been doing I'm telling you, man. The Texas show, that fucking Texas show, when everything shifted. Everybody's on fire so hard there ever since, including Mox has been on his best run right now. Like he's killing it right now.
Yeah, All In Texas felt like a big reset.
That was a paradigm shift for the whole company. It felt like this super reset.
Yeah.
Hangman winning the belt back off of, it was Hangman, right? Won the belt off Mox and opened the briefcase and it was actually the real belt. Yeah. After all this speculation, he just holds, dude, that was such a...
It was I think we talked about it before, but it felt like it was like a symbolic turning point for the actual company overall.
It felt like a major symbolic turning point. And I think everybody, it would be hard to deny that now. Look at how on fire they are right now.
Yeah.
Everything, like they're really killing it right now. What they're doing right now, they need to keep operating like this. It is so obvious that they're on fire and everybody's on the same page right now.
Yeah, dude. And like, honestly, like a lot of these guys are making they're making names for themselves.
Yes.
Some of these guys that like Bandito.
Yeah.
Brody King.
Andrade's back there and they're actually doing anything with him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
It's funny because he came back like twice. Like
he did. That was, I guess, everybody handled that the right way, I guess.
Yeah, it was
because AEW didn't know. And I guess they reached out to WWE and were like, no, we're not going near that. He sits.
Yeah.
And he did. He went, I didn't know. I swear.
I don't know how long that clause was for. I don't remember the timeline there, but
he just was off by a small amount of time on how much time he had left before he could go compete again.
Yeah.
And he thought he wasn't. That's what I saw online. I mean, I don't know the guy.
Oh, here's the other thing that I wanted to talk about with AEW.
Yeah.
Is Lio Rush, dude.
Oh, thank you. That's what I was getting at.
What is going on though? It's so fucking wild.
What was making me think of Lio Rush was that we were talking about how the needle spot and how people were trying to say like that's not wrestling and stuff, right? I saw people saying that about Lio Rush's debut with the new character. This is the best shit he's ever done. I think this could be huge for him.
Yeah,
I think this could be huge, man.
Yeah,
he seems like so from what I hear, he's already been doing a version of this somewhere else, like maybe it was Mexico or Japan, somewhere like that. He's already been like workshopping the character. So it's not brand new. He already knows what he's doing and has his moveset. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And he can just be a whole new, different type of threat. A la like
it's so
almost like a Mankind. Remember when Mankind debuted? What made him was they debuted him as this wicked, crazy weirdo guy who fucking beat himself up and shit. It was no less weird or what the fuck are they thinking than this guy is right now.
Look at these poses.
The difference is he came in, he immediately attacked Undertaker though. Yeah, they haven't done that with him.
Yeah, they don't have an Undertaker, really.
They don't have an Undertaker. But they have major players,
They have major players.
You have him start hunting down somebody that is a major player, like a Swerve or a Hangman or some shit. Have him start playing mind games with him. This character works if he's actually secretly genius. You know what I mean? Like it works if, he's fucking weird and he's crazy and he's doing all this stuff and constantly screaming and smiling during his matches and shit. Yeah. But if the way he works and the things he does are like classic Mankind mind games shit, it's going to elevate him to a new level, man.
It's really wild too.
I was so happy to see this.
Like social media kind of blew up over him.
He's all over social media. Yeah.
Dude, the first time I saw it, like, I don't watch Collision a lot, and I think it was Collision that he like debuted it or something.
Instant went viral.
It was instantly
instant viral.
When I scrolled through and saw it, I was like, "This is AI." He was doing like a fucking wild.
He was doing like the
he was on all fours.
So sick. Dive through the middle rope after lands, turns to the camera with the fucking contacts and shit, and just starts like screaming and stuff.
Yeah.
And the voice he's doing, that like gravelly Fry-ish voice, is nasty, dude. I saw this and I felt like, and again, maybe I'm the bozo odd man out, but I felt like I instantly got what he was trying to do and was like, this is gonna work if he commits as hard as it seems like he's committing.
Yeah, it's just a totally different
we haven't seen anything like this ever,
that?
Maybe.
It's crazy.
We've seen weird gimmicks, you know what I mean? But the specific way he's able to do it and how athletic he is and what his moveset is going to make this just be like, damn, this guy just instantly reinvented himself.
Yeah.
Because we knew he was good. He was just super young and unseasoned. This is seasoning times a billion.
Yeah, and some of these guys just need a thing to get people on their side.
That's it.
You know, and that's literally all it is.
That's it.
Like,
if his promo work is in character and it's incredible, sky's the limit, because the in-ring work's there and the character is enticing enough. It's intriguing. Yeah. It's getting people to go, what is this?
And there's a huge jump. So like there's a contrast between this and then another thing I wanted to talk about, which was Javon Evans.
Oh,
because
yeah.
Javon Evans, the way he does his promos is he's just himself,
but it works perfect.
And I love that, right?
Yes,
because it's authentic.
It's what makes him really good on the mic.
Yes,
is
because he doesn't have to think about what he's doing in character.
No, he's just reacting there. As he would.
Yeah, and say, I want to be the youngest champ. You know, like I want to win titles.
Yep.
That's all he has to do. And people shit on that, you know, just because it's not a character or whatever. But
it is.
He's just being genuine. And I like that as a character.
That also works.
Yeah. So there's a huge contrast between like this guy who's designed to be a character and has to be in character all the time.
Yes.
Like a Danhausen or whatever. But then you
have example.
Yeah. And he's always in character. Like,
always.
The only time I ever saw him out of character was when he was on CVV there talking.
The one time that I've ever seen him out. Yeah.
And that was pretty much it. But you know, you also have that other side where you can just
He's also killing it. And it's been 3 weeks or whatever. He's one of the most over guys in the company.
I mean, all of it. It's social media and all that stuff's blown up.
Yeah. Danhausen, and Lio Rush. And it might sound weird to bracket them together, but they are both doing they're seemingly preposterous gimmick.
Characters.
A gimmick.
Yep.
By the classic wrestling sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And getting it viral over.
And it's funny because we had talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and how like Triple H was talking about how people don't need gimmicks anymore. It's not really like the way that it needs to be approached.
But if you go all in,
can do this is the kind of shit you can do. If you go all in,
it'll go fucking viral, and the fans know it's a work, and they'll go on that ride with you.
That's right.
If you're nasty and you commit to it all the way these guys are, and you can tell he is. I know we haven't seen as much of Leo as we have Danhausen, but this new gimmick is, dude, I'm telling you, this is going to work if he sticks to it.
The character just needs to be compelling in any sort of way.
He just has to keep it compelling, keep it mysterious.
Yeah. But even if it's just weird and wild like
that's
this.
The only thing is that if his promo work is trash, if he doesn't have a version of this character that can talk, it's over. Because you're not going to be able to put this crazy guy with anybody and have it make sense.
Right.
It's not going to work.
Well,
he's got to be his own demon, man.
AEW is a little bit lighter on that kind of stuff too.
I agree. His whole promo thing could literally be just saying yes and fucking growling and fucking being like bye and fucking walk away. That's it. But he's got to have a version of that. He's got to have something.
It still has.
He's got to have something up his sleeve for when he finally has a promo.
I'm sure he does. There's no way he's doing all this.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I love it because I don't know this character. This is all new territory. We've seen a bunch of different versions of crazy guys get over. Look at Snitsky. He was a crazy asshole, but he got over to an extent.
Yeah,
dude, the baby shit was the best thing ever.
I'm surprised Leo didn't fucking. Oh yeah,
he kicks the baby doll. What's he say? It's not my fault or whatever. What is his bullshit line?
Fucking.
I can't remember, but it don't matter. It's Snitsky, so it's not like he was Undertaker or some shit.
Right.
But Mankind would be the instant go-to guy that everybody, if you're old enough to remember when he debuted, the first 2 weeks maybe, we were like, who the fuck's this weirdo? It wasn't until it started to become established that, holy shit, this guy's putting fear into Taker. And like the Boiler Room shit. And you'd see the promos in the Boiler Room was when we were like, this is the most menacing guy we've literally ever seen.
There was a lot of gimmicks back then.
Well, that was like the land of gimmicks at the time. But even then, his gimmick.
They were making gimmicks off of like Kane. Yeah, they were like, we're just
Kane
gonna make
he's a DLC gimmick.
Yeah, he's like just a fucking branch off of another gimmick.
He's a Hall of Famer as Kane. Yeah. Like it worked amazing. And of course, Kane and Undertaker are giga menacing.
He could have debuted this.
His entrance was sick, and they did kind of botch that a little bit. I thought because they
could have made this a different character. Like he could have given it a name or something too if he wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, even just going by Leo Rush, he could have gone in the name, and he may still. We don't know. We haven't heard him describe anything to us. We don't know shit.
Yeah, there's really not.
He's
much.
been on. He was on and did this, and it went instant viral. And the way he's posting on social media is also very short blurbs, being like, he sees. Yeah, it's like 20 millichat. You know, like we just saw that, obviously. But
yeah, that's cool.
That's smart.
Yeah,
it's smart.
Exactly.
It shows that he's using social media to his advantage. There's a game plan. He's thinking about everything that is a factor, not just what am I going to do when I'm in the ring, which is obviously wicked important. But nowadays, it's way more important, or maybe not more important, but it's as important as what you are designing for yourself to be able to do in the ring. And it's, of course, that's got to work with other guys, and that's a whole different thing. But it's as important to make sure you know what your presentation is going to look like on the mic and what your presentation is going to look like on social media and shit.
As a persona.
Yeah. Because that stuff is going to make you a main event star.
Well, again, there's a contrast between this. You could be genuine on social media and just be yourself, or and be in character on TV, or you could, there's plenty of different ways to go with that. But sometimes when you're just in character all the time, that's the way to go, dude.
That's it, bro. Yeah. Anybody can walk up to you and film you, and you're at the gas station and you look like this. And they're going to go,
he turns and he goes,
bro, this guy's committed. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. Seriously, but you know what I mean?
He's buying a Snickers.
How far is he willing to protect it? I don't know if he has to go that far with it in today's environment. I don't know that you have to, because fans do know it's a work. But I think what fans will at least expect, if you're going to do it at a considerably high level, is that anytime you're on that screen, you're in gimmick. You know?
Yeah.
If you're doing an interview, it's a good idea to do it in gimmick, at least for a while.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you watch the flag football thing at all? Logan Paul.
The thing you sent me?
Yeah,
I did.
Logan Paul, like, I Show Speed was in it.
Dude.
Against like Tom Brady. And it was crazy.
Dude, it was crazy.
It's cool because flag football in like a couple years is going to be in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So
that's weird.
I think that's why they're doing some of this stuff. It's like sponsored by Fanatics, which Fanatics has never made sense to me. Like, what even do they do? What is Fanatics, and how is it all
a betting platform for sports or something?
No, they're like a monopoly for every like sports league's online store, basically.
Oh,
it's like the Amazon for sport, and you can buy like officially licensed MLB, NFL, all that shit. How did they get that?
No idea.
And how is that not a monopoly?
I don't know.
Like, Fanatics never made any sense to me.
That's weird as hell.
You go to their website, and even WWE, like, all their shit is Fanatics. It's like if you go to their shop, it's like a Fanatics experience or something.
Oh, okay.
And it's all run by, like, I don't know if it's like back end servers or what it is. It must just be a platform.
That's news to me. I'm aware of Fanatics because I have any amount of access to internet.
It just like started existing
everywhere, and there's commercials. But
like a decade ago, maybe.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it was just everywhere. and every like major sports league was involved.
It's like we work with them. Dude,
like, how do you do that? That's crazy. Yeah, that was a great idea, dude. If I would have had that idea, it's like $1 million idea,
billion dollar idea for sure.
So another wild thing that happened this week was so in OVW there was a show.
Yo,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a spot where
there was pretty tough.
The ref's name is Dallas Edwards, and there's a spot that was probably obviously rehearsed at some point and was meant to happen, but went wrong. And the referee gets in the way of a diving performer and gets taken down. And
the way he lands is bad.
Yeah.
He lands, he gets hit in the face or the head or some shit by the guy.
Yeah.
Then falls down, and the guy falls on top of his head. Mm-hmm. So he gets the bounce off the wood knockout after a head impact, then the sandwich of the guy landing on his head with him pinned on the mat. So he just gets super cratered. And then he's literally down. So he's down, and they fucking don't give a fuck.
At first you're like, okay, he's working. And
but then everybody involved is looking at him while he has a seizure.
Yeah.
Seizure. And then going, get this guy in the fuck ring. Drags a seizing guy over to the corner. And like they're taking bumps over him and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, whatever. If I'm in wrestling school and I'm what can have been said to me to make me think that guy's having a seizure, I better not stop the match. I'll get yelled at if I stop this match, won't I? Who gives a fuck? The ref's out and he's having a seizure and you see it. And like what? It's crazy that they didn't.
They did shut the whole show down, but it just took too long for things to happen.
The second you see him seizing, you are a talent. You go, that guy's literally seizing. It's not. You've never seen more obvious seizing. Right, you've never seen. Right. It's the most. Whatever you think in your head, if you haven't seen the clip, whatever you think in your head is the most violent seizure possible you could see. That's what's happening to this guy.
Yeah.
And at one point, one of the talent turns and goes, "That guy's having a seizure," and walks over across the ring to him. To then pick him up by his shirt and drag his ass over into the corner more.
Yeah,
like get this seizure guy out of the way.
Yeah, I can't remember if he like pushed him with his foot or I can't.
At first, he just kicks him and tries to roll him over, and then he legit grabs his ass and drags him.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of time, like a number of beats, where you're like, okay, maybe he is working, and then all of a sudden,
in the very beginning,
he rolls over, and then he kind of stiffens up, and you can see his like. How his wrists are bending and you can tell something's fucking wrong.
Yep.
And then there's another spot, guy like flips over somebody.
Almost hits him.
That guy checked on him and I think he knows something's wrong. The second he hits him and lands on him, he checks on the ref and he's like, oh shit, something's going on.
Instantly, right there. If that's true, that guy's obligation is to go, no.
Yeah,
hold up, ref's having a seizure.
Yeah, from what I read, he's like a younger performer and he was just like following.
He was just terrified and had no idea what to do.
Whoever's leading in the ring.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. So then and that's a good point.
It's veterans.
Instantly not on that guy.
It's the veterans.
And guess who the veteran supposedly is? The guy that went over to him and kicked him to roll him over and then dragged his ass to the corner.
Yeah.
So that his career's over.
Yeah, and not even just that. It's like anybody. Where's the rest of the staff?
Where the fuck is the second? So who's? They're filming. We know they're filming. There's footage of it. So they're filming, which means they have some form of a gorilla position type setup.
Yeah.
Maybe not in, gorilla position or whatever, but that type of production setup. And on site, cameras on, headsets, doing the thing. Of course they do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, where the fuck are any of the guys that are like Al Snow? He had to come out and make a speech. Whatever you have to say, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because where were you looking at the monitor when you noticed the guy was having a seizure? Why didn't you instant get up yourself and walk right out there and go, no, ref's having a seizure. It's over. What's that about?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to show it.
I don't care about a speech a guy gave. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like that landing is so bad, dude.
Yeah, it's like a diving arm cross.
Okay, so he didn't land on his head. So he's checking on the ref.
He knows there's an issue.
And that's the new guy. So of course he's like, what the hell?
So then he does this like spot here. And you can see the ref is like, you don't know.
He's already, like, you can already tell.
Yeah, now
you can already tell it's wicked bad.
Right. Now it becomes an issue.
This guy gets in to try to buy time. Is that the idea? Like, what the fuck?
But
look at
you're standing here, you're still performing, and then it's like, I don't know.
At what point
is
obvious. See the guy tagging right there? Why isn't he in the ring stopping this?
Yeah.
See this guy standing up? Why isn't he stopping this? Like, what are we doing? This right here. Yeah, this guy has to never wrestle again. Ever.
Yeah, don't push the guy out of the way. You're
Look
flipping
at
him over.
that. Yeah. Whoever this fucking bozo is, can never be allowed to step in a ring after this.
Yeah, this guy.
That's crazy. He took like a full 3-second good look at a guy having a seizure and was like, get him the fuck out of here. What?
Yeah.
Stop the goddamn match, bozo.
Now they're all like, oh,
now you're scared. What did you think was going on?
Yeah, this one was wild to me, especially because probably the audience was going like, what the fuck, guys? Like,
and I get it. I get it's wrestling, but at what point did you think the ref would be going, I better sell a seizure for 5 minutes?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
What?
That's not the appropriate.
Why would he?
If anything, he would just roll out of the ring and be non-factor.
And every comment on this is going to be people, insane it took that long for someone to check on the ref with 400 upvotes.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Are these wrestlers fucking stupid? Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is,
to be fair, like you said, they're wicked inexperienced. Chances are
they probably are fucking stupid.
They probably don't, and it isn't their fault.
Yeah.
But it's a ton of people there's fault.
But as of now, he's okay. He's in the hospital. He had like brain bleeding or something. There was like a real issue, and that's a real problem. You could die from that.
Absolutely, you could.
You know, at least he's doing good now.
It's good that he's doing good, but it's good luck with that shit show, Al Snow. Good luck.
Yeah. That was tough.
I don't like that. Yeah. That's
not cool.
That's not what wrestling is supposed to be about. And it's not, injuries happen. That's
especially
not
now, in this day and age.
In this day and age, you just do know better.
Yeah. Everybody understands it's a work. It's like,
you're not going to get punished by the company in any way for saying, fuck the match and looking after the injured guy. Because if they tried to, you'd sue them and win.
Yeah,
because you can't.
You wonder how much of that old school mentality is really even a thing anymore.
It's not. There's no way a guy like Al Snow is going to have it because he's fucking 60 and does steroids.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it's just I think everybody, now everybody knows it's a work, so you can freely stop the match when you have to.
Yeah,
it's not. People understand.
If the match stopped when it had to, the crowd is going to understand.
Yeah, they're
as soon as they go, wrong. There's a guy with a mega bad injury. What did they do when they realized there? The exact same thing they would have done at any point.
Right. They knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
Probably before half of the guys in the ring.
Yeah. You could hear the crowd being like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Unreal, man. Unreal.
Crazy.
That's such a crazy situation.
And, these referees aren't wrestlers. They're just there to take a spot once in a while.
Sometimes they are. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're ex-wrestlers.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they're not.
Yeah. Most of the time, it's a different thing. They're not
And, of course, like the best refs are usually going to be guys that spent their whole lives as refs.
They have to at least be trained in how to take certain things.
Sure, of course. A lot of the refs take some kind of
And I'm sure
bump.
they even rehearsed that spot.
Yeah.
But
they could have. Yeah.
So now it's just
and then it went wrong. And there's not up until the point where people recognize he's having a seizure and then they do nothing about it. Everything is just a freak accident, and it's totally understood. It's the point when the old timer dude gets up next to him, takes a good watches him seize, and then goes, "Get the fuck out of here," and drags us right off the bat. Right off the bat, everybody should start whipping that guy's ass.
Yeah.
Guy's having a fucking seizure and just whip his ass. He earned it because it's like, dude, how are you that stupid?
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way, man. Oh, to be fair, guess who is the person in the ring calling the match, though? Usually the person with the headset is the ref. So the talent's going, we now lost our communication from the back. So that's not helping anything.
Yeah.
But it don't matter.
But still, the veteran guy
sees a dude having a fucking seizure and just manhandles him.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
The bottom line.
Crazy. What if he broke his neck and you're like, let's drag him by his shirt?
Exactly.
Now he's dead. And it's your fault.
Yeah, and now
are you going to go to court? Are you going to go stand trial for murder charges?
Right.
Because you chose to drag him stupidly, and that killed him if his neck broke. Well,
and this day and age, you also know that millions and millions are going to see that moment.
Yeah, they are.
And
dude.
you're
toast,
bro.
You're
the fucking retard.
He's so toast. He's so toast.
I don't know.
It's such a the whole situation sucks. I'm glad the ref's okay, but holy fuck.
So yeah, that was interesting. Just the thing just like kind of that shit just like pops up. It's like one of the first things I see on Reddit.
Absolutely.
Fucking wrestling accidents.
That's been a big story.
Yeah.
For sure. I've seen a lot of people talking about it.
But yeah, I don't know. You know, get well soon, my guy.
My dude,
Mr.
yeah.
Edwards.
Yeah, that's funny. And again, it seems like he's going to be okay. So.
Yeah. Yep. So with I don't watch a lot of SmackDown, but I do know I've kind of kept up with what's going on with Orton and Cody, and how Orton's kind of like, it's weird the way Orton's approaching the character, the way, like the angles he's taking.
Yeah.
Because he like turns on Cody, and then he's still playing like this kind of good guy character.
He is, yeah, like he has a rationale behind.
Yeah, and it's almost like the voices.
Cool. Yeah,
right.
That's what I love. I think that's genius so far.
Yeah, which I think that's.
And he's been talking to somebody on the cell phone, and so many people I've seen online are like, "Oh, it's probably Ted DiBiase Jr. because he just got the non-guilty or whatever, not guilty on all that sketchy fraud shit." But I don't. I think it's legit going to be the voices in his head.
Yeah,
I hope.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be the whole time, and that's fake.
Thing and it
he has voices.
It says voices, and it says
no.
It's got the answer.
No, I think it's just going to be. It showed nothing. Like he was never on the phone. And it's like what?
Yeah, he's just talking to nothing.
Yeah,
he's texting himself
to the point where he could even be going, "What are you talking?" I was just talking to him, and they're like, "No, you fucking weren't."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of always been that character, though. You know, like. I think it's just sometimes people have a hard time. They want to put things in boxes and go like, this guy's good, this guy's bad. Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, you see a lot of people complain about it. They're like, why is he being nice to this guy? And he turned on Cody. And it's like, I thought he was supposed to be like the bad guy now. And you're like, well, that's not how the character works necessarily.
That's true.
It's just not.
It's a little more complicated than that.
Yeah. Yeah. So Oba, dude.
Okay, thank you. That's like the
yeah. This is gonna be wild. That's actually that is like the biggest like that is probably the match I'm looking forward to most.
I was just gonna say that's the match I'm looking forward to the most of all of Mania right now.
Over a 2 year or two week
build.
Span.
Already the most interesting match, and even just like the segment 2 Raws ago, where Rollins was in the ring with all the dudes in the hoods. And then Heyman came out with his face beat up and introduced Lesnar.
Yeah.
Heyman and Lesnar came out, dude. And
Heyman's so good at that shit.
He's too good, man.
He's like, I'll just sleep. I'll just not sleep.
I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to fucking blow dry my eyes and shit.
Yeah.
Go out there. They look so bad. His eyes looked crazy bad. They're so bugged out of his head, like fucking Total Recall bugged out.
He's like, I'll just like rub my face.
And he's just standing there
couch.
looking so crazy. And then he introduces Lesnar, of course, who demolishes a ton of guys and does some wicked, dangerous, sketchy, I don't care about these guys suplexes.
Dude, that one belly to belly that he threw him at the barricade.
And the guy instantly is like, I have a neck injury.
Yeah, dude.
And just goes down and goes, oh my God. And you never see him again. He's gone. I was like, uh-oh, dude.
To Brock, it's just some guy. Well, he's just some guy.
Fuck this guy. It is some guy.
Yeah.
He's in the zone. Don't approach him in the sketchy barrier area.
Yeah, that's true.
He shouldn't have done that.
He couldn't hit the stairs. Or
my God. He does kind of fucking do a slam to some dude on the stairs, and it's loud. And not him smacking the stairs. It's just he bodies a dude on the stairs. But then he gets in the ring and he wipes some dudes. He gets in there with Seth and Oba's music hits. And just Oba coming out, not even doing the march, just standing there with that wicked, intense look on his face, looking at Lesnar. And they cut to Lesnar, who's looking like, what the fuck? Like, he's selling the like, oh, okay, who's this fucking nightmare? And he's looking around, selling it and shit like, I don't know about this. And then when he gets in the ring, they don't speak. They kind of almost face off.
Because the crowd's doing the work for him.
That's right.
With the
Oba is world champion within 6 months, or they nuked the ball.
And that was the reality, right? Is he gets in the ring, they don't have to do anything, they're just standing there.
He's one of the top 3 most over guys in the company right now as a main eventer.
Yes, and they're just sucking in aura, dude. And then
he has the most aura, in my opinion, of everybody on the roster right now.
Yeah, it's not even close.
When he does the march out, and he's got the kids doing it in the audience. Every single kid you see is doing that shit. Second they start putting shirts and toys out and shit, it's over. He's their future. He's their guy when Cody and Orton and Reigns and Rollins and everybody, when their generation retires here on their like next probably 3 to 5 year contracts or whatever. Oba's the future for the next 10.
It's not even a question. They clearly have confidence.
It's so obvious. You can't ignore it. He's the most over guy that is from this new generation that just came up right now, by far.
Here's what's even more impressive to me is that Brock seems to have confidence in him.
Big confidence.
When he likes a guy, he'll put you over.
He'll do. He makes you look like $1 billion, and he did that, dude. He took a power bomb from him to sit down, but still, he took and it was crazy. Like he launched, and Lesnar obviously is wicked athletic and jumped with it too, and flew in the air, and then he caught him with ease and did the most perfect textbook extreme power whip sit down power bomb you will ever see. Absolutely perfect. And Brock sold it perfect.
Michael Cole goes, holy shit.
Holy shit is the only call.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah. And just silence, dude. It's perfect. They are doing every little thing exactly right with making Oba go from starting date to top of the industry. Just a straight line up.
Yeah. And then Brock's on the ground and he goes, step on me.
Yeah.
And he steps on him, points to the WrestleMania sign, dude. Because
Brock knows. Brock is, he's one of the greatest ever. How do you deny it? He was one of the top of the company, top of the industry guys during the like Cena era,
He was a big deal for a long time.
Long time. He was the ruthless aggression, like that first generation of
2002, 2003.
That's the greatest class of all time.
Yeah.
I don't know that you can say that anymore. And here's why I say that.
It's debatable.
Because some of the guys that are coming up right now are guys that you can, like a Javon Evans and an Obafemi, same class. What?
Yeah.
Like that,
time will tell.
I don't know that that's the class that'll be better. I'm just saying some of these NXT classes have to be considered better now. In my opinion, the NXT class that was like Rollins, Reigns, Moxley, Finn, fucking Sammy,
Kevin Owens.
And then also like Asuka and all the 4 horsewomen and shit. How do you even try to say that's not the best generation of training? Like, how do you even argue it?
Well,
like,
NXT's done
one of them had Reigns or had Orton, Cena, Lesnar, Batista. Sure. And Shelton Benjamin.
There was a period where NXT didn't put out a lot. And
that's true. But that one generation is 20 guys deep that run the industry.
I think it's because they're allowing these guys to really mature in NXT. And so now, instead of debuting when you're unsure about like what the gimmick is or the direction or
you're Batista where you're Leviathan in OVW.
Yeah. Now they know the character. He's fine-tuned. He's dialed in.
Yeah.
And they're like, now we launch
Oba?
him. Yeah.
And Javon. They came up to the main roster and went, we're already dialed. They're already in everything.
Everything. Their entrances are all dialed in.
Their promo work.
They know what they're doing.
Everything. And because of that, when they did come up to the main roster, they didn't come up and just do zero. They instantly got injected into the fucking elimination chambers and shit.
And what it does is it gives you confidence too, because you already know you're doing the right thing. So just do it more, but do it in front of more people.
And both of those guys are that they're so over. Oba's the most over, but Javon is also super over, and it's a nut. They both have everything. Like, they have a look that's unique to them that makes them stand out. They have their promos down. Their characters are like them, but ramped up. They're good at, they're multi-dimensional talkers. They can yell, they can talk, they can be funny, they can be intense.
Yeah.
They can do all of it, right? It's all filtered through who they really are, just turned up. And then they have Oba has the entrance. Javon, I don't think, has a memorable entrance.
No,
yet.
it's just, high energy.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But Oba's is like one of the great entrances we've seen in years.
Yeah.
And it's so simple.
Oba also out of character is like a good guy to represent a company.
That's correct. Same with Javon. Javon is so young, but he's already so sharp to everything.
Yeah, that's true.
He's one of those guys who's going to be around forever, like an MJF, because MJF's not even 30 yet, is he?
They're also...
he might be now, but still so young.
I think he's my age. I think he's like 35, 34.
MJF is?
Yeah.
I thought he was in his 20s.
He's a little younger than me.
I thought he was in his late 20s for some reason. Let's look him up.
He's 30. Okay.
Okay, so he's exactly 30.
He's a little younger than me.
Yeah, he's got another 10 years in his run minimum.
Yeah.
Javon Evans is what, 22? He's so young.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
yeah. He's a kid, dude.
He's so young.
21.
Holy shit.
He's just having a beer, dude. He's
6'5" too. That's cool. Dude, he's just made to be a mega star.
Yeah.
How old is Oba?
He's probably a little older. If I had to guess. 27.
But still, like, wicked. He has so many, dude. Yeah, these guys are gonna run shit for so many years.
Yeah.
He's 6'6".
Careers are longer now too. Now, so this is what I'm interested in too, is who they're putting these guys in the ring with, and it's been really good. Obviously, you have Oba who can if he can beat Brock, that's a huge.
Oh my, that's different. I mean? That's different than whatever anybody else is doing. When
automatic, you're on that level.
When Brock puts you over, like you said, automatic, you're on the top level.
Instantly.
Automatic, and the rest of your career.
Yep.
He's the guy that ended the streak.
Take over as like the new beast,
Yeah.
The ruler.
Yeah. And obviously Brock is at a point in his career where he could have retired 5 years ago, and he's an instant first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the greatest of all time.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And I think for him, I think it's probably going to be if he really just wants to end it, this is the perfect way to do it.
Oh my God. He's going to make a guy that if he puts Oba over in this feud and he builds him the right way, they're going to have a destroyer of worlds for the next 15 years.
Exactly.
They're going to get another.
Make him and walk away. That's all you got to do.
God, dude.
And then he never has to do it again.
And Oba's voice is so, like, he's just made to be the guy in the company.
Yeah.
Like, the guy. His voice is like deep and articulate. He's like intelligent, but hard, badass guy, super intimidating.
Look at the size.
Unbelievable in the ring, dude.
I mean,
look at this guy.
I mean, he's pretty much the same size as Brock.
He's one of those guys that you look at everything he's able to do and you go, this is how did we get another once in history level guy? Like, how did we find this guy?
Yeah.
How did you get lucky enough to get this guy? It's crazy. And every version of him is as good as you're going to get in the industry. Every version of him. The way when he comes out and he's not in his gimmick, like when he's not in his ring gear, he's wearing decked out suits and is like super articulate on the mic and shit. Dude, he's so good. Yeah, he's too good.
I don't know, dude. It's just this like built-in aura, dude.
He is like the master of aura right now in this company. He controls that shit, dude.
He is a big boy.
He's the future.
He's a big dude.
And I can't say it enough. I think he's like the fucking future, dude. Mm-hmm. He is the and he's about to be the right now.
Yeah, you know? It's not gonna take
like long. That ain't taking long at all.
But also Javon, like they're putting him in like
that's Kofi right though. He's dude.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for him too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good because the guys synergize well with him too, like the styles.
The thing I love about Javon is that he's learning in this system, and he learned from Shawn fucking Michaels, which means he knows how to work main event style matches, though.
Yeah.
Which means that when it's time for him to start working with your Codys and your Damian Priest, your Drew McIntyre, your Punk, your fucking LA Knight and shit like that, having the main event style matches, that is kind of a different thing.
Yeah, for sure. It's a somewhat of a different
I think
approach.
he's gonna thrive in that. Yeah, that's when he starts to have that kind of match with those guys where they're having these 30-minute matches at a major pay-per-view, and he's in the main event against Cody for the world or WWE title or some shit, and he loses to Cody because Cody's like the guy, you know what I mean? But that first one where you get to see him have a half-hour like main event style match with false finishes and all this crazy shit going on, you're gonna go, he's the future.
Yeah, what's great about his style too is that his gas tank is phenomenal.
You're never gonna, So
like he could do a 3 stages of hell.
He could do whatever. He could do whatever. And you put him in any match, he's gonna shine and be a standout. He's made for it, dude.
Yeah, Logan does that too.
He does. I agree.
Logan's cardio is incredible. Even watching that flag football thing, he was pass rushing the quarterback on every play. Yeah. He's running like 15, 20 yards every single play.
Mm-hmm. No, he's a freak, bro.
Dude, he just is an insane
actual athlete. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Fucking impressive, both of those
And
guys.
Tom Brady talked so much shit to him like, oh, wah. Yeah, you're a real athlete.
I know.
Sure
Brady,
you are.
Brady's
it's like,
hilarious.
Bro, he is a real athlete, though, you know?
I fucking love Brady.
I love Brady, too, for that.
He's so good.
It's a little weird when he kisses his adult sons on the mouth with open eyes. That's like,
a little weird.
Nothing's creepier than that.
Yeah,
there's nothing. Weird. That's top tier creepy to me. But
Logan, or Brady throwing the football at Logan, and then Logan getting up in his face, dude, that was so good. So good.
So ridiculous.
There was a spot on SmackDown where so you have Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre, and they're up on like this I think that it was McIntyre and Fatu, I'm pretty sure. They were up on like this fucking thing backstage. I don't know what it was, like rafters or some weird shit. They fall off of it. And that was the spot, or like I don't know if they were brawling because I didn't watch SmackDown. I only saw the one spot. But it was one of those things where you're like, if AEW does something like this,
it gets shit on.
It gets shit on immediately. Yep. But Reddit was going, this feud's WrestleMania
and it goes back and forth. It goes back and forth too, because I'm glad you said that, because it brings me to the last thing I have to talk about here, which is, and that's such a great segue, which is we were talking about Lio Rush. So many AEW fans are going, this isn't wrestling. This is fucking stupid, right? And now, how do you differentiate the character work from Danhausen, though, where Danhausen is when he was in AEW, they fucking loved him.
Right.
It's like, what? And then he goes to WWE. They all hate him. But at WWE, they're all embracing it and all love him now. He's wicked over. And he doesn't ever have to have a match. He just curses guys.
He's been in the ring like once.
He's been in the ring just to be like, yes, like, buy my shirts.
Throw
You're
t-shirts.
Cursed. Buy my shirts. So here's a t-shirt cannon. Give me some more t-shirts.
He was in the ring when he debuted, and then he was in the ring to throw t-shirts.
Twice, right?
I think just once, because he came out with the cannon. He's like
he came out one time to introduce himself after after he debuted at the event or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out of the
he was like, I'm Danhausen.
Stupid crate.
These t-shirts are for my fan housings.
Yeah.
He just like
it gives a few out, no cannon or anything, and it's like, all right, if you don't have, if you didn't get one, go buy them or whatever. Yeah.
And then it worked.
Give me your human monies, and then it worked big time. Just instant, one of the best sellers.
But then
dude.
It's like the AEW fans. Well, this isn't anybody who goes, this isn't wrestling. It's like,
what?
You know what wrestling?
This is what that's the beauty of it. Wrestling, pro wrestling, is just as much it's almost only character work that matters compared to everything else. And Danhausen is proving it wicked hard.
Yeah.
Because he's not wrestling. He's just being hilarious. We said it on here. I'm sure a lot of other people said it, but when he debuted, people were weird about it in the crate, and I said, wait till he speaks on the mic for 1 second and they hear his voice and they realize it's supposed to be a gag act. They're going to go, oh, nope, this guy's the funniest thing going now. And shocker, now the last backstage segment he did, it's been what, 3.5 weeks? The last backstage segment he did, the second he appears, he gets the biggest cheer of the whole night, and he even does Hogan ear and shit. I'm telling you, dude, look up Danhausen.
I just want to see what his YouTube channel's at now, because he has his own YouTube
Love that
channel.
Danhausen.
Yeah.
Is his channel. It's right there.
It's gotta be
middle video right there.
Yeah, he's got a channel, and it's at
only 164K
164K,
right now.
wow.
He doesn't post videos every day, though, does he?
Let's sub to that.
Yeah, instant sub.
No, it's weird because he's got like cooking videos and shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
He posts the most random shit, which I love, and he's in character always. Dude, he has CM Punk on there. APA, he was on there. This was pre-WWE.
Yeah, this is funny.
When he was just doing the like convention circuits for a bit. He's a guy who, if he never got hired by WWE, it would make a killing not wrestling and just being on the convention circuits.
Well, that's the thing, is he could just do a YouTube channel as that character. Or like stream or
he's
something.
Whatever happens, this guy's gonna be rich. He's too good, bro.
If Burnt Peanut can do it, dude, this guy can do it. He probably could play Arc Raiders.
But it's been very cool seeing how fast his rise to being over with the crowd has been. And it was of course it was going to go that way, but the Cannon was wicked funny. But
Cannonhausen,
the stuff he's doing with the Miz is wicked funny, and like the New Day and shit is wicked funny. Where he goes to curse Kofi. Kofi switches out and pulls fucking Grayson Waller in front of him. Grayson's like, it went over my shoulder, man. I don't know. Like, that we need that. We need that in wrestling. It's fun. It's funny. It's part of the show. It's part of the whole package of what wrestling really is about.
Yeah, it's honestly some of the most entertaining segments.
Yes, it is. The fans love it, and he can work. So it's like eventually you're going to get to a place where he has to have a match. And when he does, the crowd's going to go, oh my God, this guy's actually good in the ring. Holy shit. Because he is. Yeah. He's good. He can wrestle.
Yeah. When he has a Matchhausen, he could become a Championhausen.
He could.
At some point, honestly.
He probably will. The 24/7 belt is made for him.
Oh.
So made. Him and R-Truth. R-Truth made that. To be fair, Carmella, got to give her roses on that one.
Yeah.
Carmella was handed, hey, we have nothing for you ever again, but you can go fuck off with Ron with this 24/7 belt thing. And she turned that into mountains of gold. It was some of the funniest shit that they did.
That's a really good idea for a belt. Like,
yeah.
I really like it.
It was almost exclusively a comedy gag.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It could have switched whenever.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't do it.
Yeah, like Randy Orton could have walked up to R-Truth and went, mine. And now everyone goes, whoa.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
You could have it change hands.
You're going to go take it off him?
Well, you could have that thing change hands on like a up, down stream or something.
Oh, dude.
Like something breaks out.
They did it on
social
media.
They're playing a game, and then all of a sudden some shit breaks out.
That's why it was so good when R-Truth and Carmella were feuding for it. Because it was like they're friends, but they were scamming each other, and they wouldn't even get on TV with it. And it would just be like on Instagram, Carmella would share a video on a WWE flight overseas where she catches Ron sleeping with his eyes covered or whatever, and it's like, and brings a ref over to and she takes him out and like celebrates. He's like, what? She got me. Like, that was incredible, dude. That's why I say you have to give so much props to Carmella on that. Because and Truth too. And I'm sure she followed a lot of his lead. But she was so good, and that was the best stuff I ever saw her do, because it was such funny character work and stuff.
I think that belt's really well made for that kind of shit, though.
That's what it was. It was so good for that. But what, like we were saying just a minute ago, though, the beauty of the 24/7 belt is that you can make it whatever you need to be. It's one of the only belts you can do that with.
Total
because
flexibility.
If you have like an IC belt, you can't make that a comedy belt because everyone's just going to perceive it as you're pissing on this legendary, prestigious workers title, you know? Whereas with the 24/7 belt, no one gave a fuck about it. And then they turned it into this premier comedy tool that was so good.
Well, wasn't the Hardcore Championship like that? You could defend it anywhere?
At times, yes, it was, for sure. Back in the day, it absolutely was. And that had some funny things happen, but this was a whole nother level.
Well, the Hardcore title was more like for guys who just ambush people backstage.
For sure, Steve Blackman comes out of nowhere, the kendo sticks, and hits you in the kidneys. You go down and pipe, and that sucks. And that's what made the Hardcore title funny, is because it was just always guys with weapons.
Yeah.
Just getting ambushed with a fucking cart full of kendo sticks and
guy
shit.
Thrown through a wall or some
trash
shit.
cans everywhere. Chainsaw Charlie's kicking around somewhere.
The walls that are made of tissue paper or whatever. The one-ply walls.
The funniest Hardcore title run of any kind, in my opinion, was Norman Smiley in WCW towards the end when he's wearing hockey gear and he's scared of everybody.
That's
what he's trying to do. I love that. So good. But again, with the 24/7 title, though, you can instantly make it wicked terrifying on a dime by having somebody terrifying go and take it and go, okay, Brock Lesnar just F5'd Ron Killings like 8,000 times
just because
he goes, I'll take that. Yeah. And then he goes, cool, go ahead, come take it. Instantly, the mood around that belt goes and just shifts 180 from this happy-go-lucky, we're pinning each other on planes and quiet, to, oh my God, somebody's got to figure out how to get that off Brock now.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, good luck. Right. Not that Brock's necessarily the guy to do it, but anybody actually menacing could turn it into a way different scenario where you could have, at a pay-per-view, a taped segment where you're like, we have to show you this footage of what went down last night.
Yeah.
And they do a pre-taped segment of a crazy ass match through a guy's house.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Or some shit. Yeah. Like
it would be nuts.
The Hardy compound.
And it would be an excuse to do a Hardy compounder, like a Taker's last match.
Yeah.
A pre-filmed cinematic match that you have way more control over. You'd have an excuse to do it again, but with wicked serious guys doing wicked serious shit.
You could have Austin fucking win it if you wanted to. You could do anything you want with that.
You could anything you want with it. And then still have it a week later get snuck off a guy at an airport by Ron Killings. And he goes, yep, gotcha, bitch. Didn't have to go off a roof of a barn for this one. Come get me. He runs away or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
And it would totally be viable.
Some shit.
Yep.
They could be like, it's a 7-Eleven plug.
Yeah. You could have people, it's just, If they bring back the 24/7 title, Danhausen is the guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
When's the last time they did that, the 24/7?
I don't know. Maybe that isn't where his head's at, but
I like how I type in 24/7
comedy focused title. They ended it in November 2022, so just a few years ago. Nikki Cross was the final champ. Titus O'Neil was the first one. Back when they thought it was going to be something real. But the only key champions are R-Truth. Dana Brooke was involved in that circle. Akira Tozawa was involved in that circle a ton, dude. Oh, I love Tozawa. Yeah, even Bad Bunny. Yep. How do you not mention Carmella,
during weddings, dude?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's so funny.
That's what made it so funny.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. It was only a couple of years ago. They could bring it back.
It only ran for, 3 years? So
I don't remember that design, though.
That's the only design I remember.
Oh, this one, the green.
It's green, yeah. That's right. Yeah, why is it blue there? It never was blue.
I don't think it was ever blue.
It's just a random green belt only.
What a weird belt. Like, weird-looking fucking belt, though.
Yeah. It was only ever good for, see it right there. It's right there. You just see Jinder Mahal looking at the belt like shit with R-Truth about to do some stupid shit to him.
On a golf course.
This was the best one. This is the best one because Jinder was the guy that for the comedy, he was there to challenge R-Truth for the belt, and he's for the comedy, because he's Jinder, he's just takes it all seriously. So he shows up to the golf course in his full ring gear to fight him for it, and it's like so funny, dude. Those little details are so good with that shit.
That's what I mean. That's the like fusion you can have. Where it's like an actual
you can
guy.
do such funny shit with that.
Yeah, I hope they bring it back, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds so weird to say that.
I know,
but it would be so funny.
It's just like a lot of social media stuff that you can blast
and
out
you
with
can
it.
use it to entertain with guys backstage that are otherwise not getting a lot of usage.
Well, shit, sometimes you need it. Like, I think there's a lot of segments on TV that they have that just
You're
don't.
like, they so could have
What are we
replaced
doing?
this with Danhausen and R-Truth skit with the
like,
24/7
what is this
belt.
tag match that doesn't mean anything? You know?
Yeah, I get that.
I get sometimes other shit is more fun to watch.
Yeah.
But that's the reality, is just get people to watch.
Just get more shit to mix up and get more people to watch. It's like the same thing we were talking about with the end, like the starting segments of the show, having them be different feels. Like the one where Rollins starts the show by coming out. That was a different feel. That was sick. That started the show.
Yes.
Rollins goes, I'm invading.
It's funny because that was right after we had said that.
Literally right after, yeah.
And then they were like, you know what? Dude, I'm telling you.
I'm
telling you, they watch.
We don't have all the acclaim, but they watch. Sure they do. That's so
they
funny.
seem to go with a lot of the shit we suggest.
You know what that means? Maybe it just means that our ideas are more in line with what they're thinking too, you know?
Maybe we're just like parallel thinking with those guys.
That's what I mean, yeah. Which is for better or worse, I guess. Who knows? You know, it'd make it better if they hired us.
Yeah.
Although
we can work
remote.
Depends.
Dude, I'd love to work remote for WWE as a fucking
I'll sit in on the meetings
as a writer.
Yeah.
Big, what's good, guys?
What's going on, Michael Hayes?
Yeah, what are you thinking of doing? Holding somebody down? Whatever, dude. I love that he came out on the Undertaker podcast, tried to defend himself. He just buried himself deeper. He was like, what I really meant is this, but I really meant is what I said before again. I'm going to reiterate it all again. And then Taker was just like, I think she's being underutilized, but I know about somewhere that's using her pretty good because he's using her perfectly in AAA right now.
Yeah.
So he's just Taker's booking it. So he's like, bro,
I like Taker pushing back on that.
Me too. That's what makes me like that he's around the business still, because it's like, he's the respect bar. So with even the old timers, nobody in that business, nobody in the company is going to, even probably board members don't realize who they're talking to if they tried to say some stupid shit to Taker.
Exactly.
Like he's the guy that can go, excuse me? And they go, I'm fired, aren't I? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He's one of the most powerful dudes in the company. Yeah. Because everybody else is going to be on his side and go, we can't work with this guy.
Yeah.
If he's starting shit with Taker. And because they know Taker's he's not going to deserve that. You know? He's never going to approach it in a way that would even require anybody being like that to him. So,
well, the world of podcasting is great for
also,
some of these guys.
6'9".
Yeah.
So like he walks in and they go, no, whatever you say, brother.
He's dressed like a biker all the time.
Just wicked hard guy.
Yeah. The podcasting world's perfect for these retired guys, you know.
It is. It's and we want that. I want to hear Taker have JBL on and tell stories. I want to have him have other people on and tell stories, you know? And he has.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I kind of miss the old Taker show.
Podcast, the one with his old host.
Yeah,
sure. I mean, everybody hates on it because they love hating Michelle McCool and shit.
Yeah,
but at the same time, she's not even there for every episode. And even that one, JBL's there, right, and Michelle's there. It's the best episode of the series, and Michelle's there.
Yeah, I think what I liked about the old host was he was just like a fan.
Yeah,
and it was cool to
different perspective.
Have him go like, hey,
yeah.
what was it like doing that? You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree.
You got that kind of question on
because Michelle.
It's different when you have two ex-wrestlers talking.
I was gonna say Michelle's for sure was an actual wrestler in the company who was there for years and was trained by Fit and shit. So
I like getting the perspective of like the fan questions is more of
Matt
interesting to me.
Wasn't there, so he's asking questions we want to know.
Yeah,
it gave us a different version of the podcast that a lot of people still liked a lot more. And it is noticeable. And I think it was I think it was better with Matt as well for the same reason, but I'm not like it's ruined now that Michelle's been on there. Like, it hasn't ruined it, but it was better with Matt. It felt
more like if Taker was here and we were asking him questions.
That's right.
Versus like fucking, Stephanie McMahon.
The difference is Matt was a good friend of his by all accounts, and
they were like neighbors. Yeah. They like lived next to each other.
Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is. But that aside from that, the other wrestlers that do podcasts like Steven Richards and stuff, he has a good perspective.
Yeah.
Like he has a unique. But even when he's wrong, it's still his perspective from what he experienced.
It's the same with Maven. Like he has bad takes sometimes.
Of course he does. They're all gonna. So does Taker. Yeah. They all do. It's part of the thing. They have their takes, but it's still having access to, like, I'll take their bad takes once in a while in exchange for getting to hear about what mostly is what I want them to talk about, which is just stories of the past, their take on the current product and stuff, even if it's a bad take
like
sometimes.
What things were like when they were working.
Yes, yeah. That's important info. And it's cool for fans. Shit.
Like when Maven does these videos, like how much money do you make as a wrestler?
Oh, his Maven is one of the best YouTubers that comes from the wrestling.
It's really cool, like insight.
To me, I feel like the Stevie Richards podcast is good. I like it a lot. But I liked it more when he did the analysis stuff. And I understand he's talked about it a lot, that the analysis stuff is tough for him to do because it requires footage.
Yes, I understand that.
And that fucks him with, like,
Yeah, that's why it's hard for us to do recaps and stuff. Yeah. Or not recaps, like our swaps and shit like that.
That's right. That's what makes it tricky. But so I get that. But that was the best thing he ever did. And I think he knows it and wants to do it. And, like, don't get me wrong, like the show he currently does where he's talking about, like, the best bookers he ever worked with or ranking everybody he ever worked with and shit, you know what I mean? Like, those are all great. That's all good. Yeah. That's all just his take based on who he's in the ring with and how it worked for him. And that's, like, super cool stuff to see.
Yeah.
But I would way rather see him going, YouTube here's stuff. Bret Hart analysis for an hour. Like, I live for that stuff.
It all comes down to, like, YouTube not letting you do things.
That's it.
Like movie reviewers.
If he's able to do it on his Patreon, it's the one time I'd be like, I would legit
that's
pay
where you
for
have to do things, right?
Yeah.
Because like if you're a movie reviewer or like a music reaction guy or something, it's like you kind of can't get away with a lot of that shit on YouTube. And
that's right.
I mean, sometimes you can put it up, but all that money's going to
instantly goes to
whoever owns it.
Yeah. But yeah, Chris Van Vliet is the other guy that is like the North Star because what he brings is just like the best interviews you're gonna find.
He kind of has like a good hybrid perspective where he looks at things from that fan
His
view.
perspective is great.
Yeah.
He's super positive and just loves wrestling and interviews everybody from all companies, and he only highlights the best of everybody. Like he's so good at what he does.
He's very good at it. He's like you know who else is like that is the dude that does Hot Ones, Sean Evans.
Sean Evans is
like a really good interviewer.
Chris Van Vliet and Sean Evans.
Yeah, they just like know what questions to ask to get a good answer.
And they to get them
on
a level with these guys where they realize like this dude wicked knows his shit, and this conversation's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
You know.
And they know their shit. Like,
and
they do
he's
a deep
genuinely friendly with a lot of the talent now because he got to know them well from interviews and stuff, you know?
And they do their research before they interview, you know?
Yep. But and then everybody else can kiss off. Fuck them all. I don't, including us.
They're all pieces of trash.
Everybody's a piece of trash. We're definitely pieces of trash. Man. This is a good one, man. Yeah. What was this, 51 now?
51.
Right? Crazy. We're on our way to 100 episodes.
Yeah, it'll be long.
It'll be long, but we'll get there. Unless we start doing them every week at some point, which I don't know how.
I don't know how
we do it. We would love to, but I don't know how we do it.
I never have the same day off every week. That's the problem.
And I'm usually not free the same day every week either.
No, it's tough. But if you're watching, thank you for watching live.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Every couple of weeks, if you lose track of the schedule, it's on the website. Go there.
Yep.
other than that, man, that's it, I guess.
Yeah.
So shouts out to Oba, dude.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Dallas Edwards.
Yeah. Glad you're okay.
Get well soon.
Fuck that guy. Whoever the fucking guy was. Fuck the guy that fucking ragdolled his seizuring body.
He looks like a Mark or a
Mark. Like his name is Mark?
Yeah, like
Kyle. No, he's not Kyle.
I would say like maybe
Ken.
Rob or something.
Rob or a Ken. Yeah. He's like 1% Ken Anderson.
We're gonna look it up.
I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I'm not gonna go bury the shit out of him. But he fucked up with that, and he deserves criticism for it.
Yeah. Fuck you, Rob.
Also, shout out to fucking Leo Rush, dude.
Yeah.
I hope that I can't wait to see more of that.
Yeah, I want to see more of that.
Can't wait to see more of that.
It might get me watching Collision a little bit.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that could transform the whole show if you just have to tune in to see what he's gonna do.
Yeah, dude. If anything, it's just gonna help their social medias get some exposure.
Oh yeah,
all that stuff.
At the minimum, that's gonna be. It already is.
It's like a valuable character to have, you know.
He had one performance. It's already doing that. So
yeah. All right, cool. That's it, everybody. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching. Peace out.